For this tutorial, we'll need bail making pliers, tweezer nose pliers, snips, 20 gauge round wire, bench block, hammer, and some beads. We're going to start by taking about 4.5 inches of this 20 gauge wire and snip it. We're going to fold this in half. Once we've accomplished our fold here, we're going to grab our bail making pliers. On the smallest loop, we're going to make a little curl here, bloop. And then we're going to take that little curl down to the bottom and we're going to use it as a hinge to hook on so that we can go around the biggest loop. Hey, looks almost like an ear wire. So we're going to take our flat nose pliers and make a little bend right where those come together. Boop. Cut the excess off. And then we're going to also cut where we folded the wire in half. And now we have a matching pair of ear wires. Even if you make your bends or your cuts a little different, from pair to pair, your pair will always match this way. We're going to hammer for hardness and durability. We want to make sure not to get these flat, but we also want to make sure that they hold their shape when people go to use them, right? Something I failed to mention at the beginning of the tutorial, if you have a cup burr, we'll use that to round out the little snipped ends of our ear wires here so they're a little more comfortable to put into the body. Yeah, nice and smooth. And now we're going to grab two smaller pieces of wire, about 2 inches long. And we're going to make some knotted head pins. So about 1/4 of an inch, maybe a little more. We're going to make a bend, make a little L shape. And then we're going to grab close to the long part with our tweezer nose pliers and wrap the little shorter clip around our tweezer nose, snip off the extra, and we get this little knot. Flatten everything down, and we'll do it again. I stay in frame better this second time. So you'll put your tweezer nose on that long stem, and wrap the short stem around them. Bink. And then you'll have that little extra that you want to snip off. Flatten it down. Ta-da! We have 2 headpins. Now we'll bead these. And one of the things that I like to do when I finish my beaded headpins is I like to make sure that the loops at the top face each other. They're not the same. They're mirrored. Sisters, not twins, right? So on this first one, I bend over toward the body and then bring my loop around the smallest loop on my bail making pliers and then wrap the end around that to make a little loop here that's nice and secure. Cut off our extra, and then we'll do the other. And when I bead the other, I bend the stem after the beads away from my body and then bring the loop toward my body. So that first one went to the right and then came over left. This one will go to the left and come over right and match. Now, obviously you can use longer head pins and more beads if you'd like, or shorter head pins and less beads, or You can just use the dangle part as an accent on some other design if you would like. I find the knotted headpin super useful. Again, we're using the smallest part, the smallest loop on the bail makers, to make the top hook for our ear wires here. You make your snip, tighten everything down, and then we will attach the ear wires to the little dangles. Do you see how they are mirrored? Yeah, sisters, not twins. I try to make sure, whether they're wrapped earrings or just beaded earrings, that mine all mirror, kind of like our face, you know? I feel like they suit us better that way. I hope you've all enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you'll use it to make fun things for you to wear or to give to your friends or to sell. And I hope you'll come back and visit again soon. Thanks for being here.